And now, Brandon Thick Boy Schaub.
What's poppin', fam? Monday, May 19th. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee-wee. What's going on, guys? I can't hear you. Sorry, man. I wish it was a two-way thing. That'd be sick. That'd be cool. It is 9:38 a.m. and it's getting toasty in LA. It's getting toasty in Austin. Record heat. One more person warns about the heat, I'm going to slam my dick in the door. I got it. It's hot. I know. I'll be fine. Your boy doesn't always get thrown out of Little League games, but when I do, I make it count. No, I never, I can't believe this is a thing. I don't say much as a coach. I coach the rec league, not the travel ball. That's beyond my pay grade. I coach my son's rec league team, and it's the playoffs. And I don't say much because, I know I'm fucking Shrek out there, so they're very intimidated. Most of them are cool. We've had this before, and he was an issue. He warned he might have thrown out the other manager on the other team in one of our earlier games on the playoffs. He's just a weird dude. And then this game had high-level emotions. We start off the game with 6 runs. Some kid hit legit home run, first one ever. And so there's a lot going on, but he was definitely sided with the other team. The other team was really chummy with him, like buddy. I'm like, this is weird. We weren't getting the same calls. Again, I don't say anything. I'm not trying to be any sort of factor in the game, or cause any issues. I'm just really there for my son and the team. That's it. It's very rare. I get along with everybody, the other coaches. I know everybody. Everything's all good. And then my son, he slid into home, clearly safe. The thing that this Full Send MMA edited, you don't see the full play, but he not only is he safe, he slides over the base, and the catcher doesn't even tag him. So it's not even a questionable call. It's clearly, night and day. Even the other team was like, dude, that's bad. I'm like, yeah. So I go, come on, dude, you got to be fair. It's been all game. I go, that's a garbage call. He goes, what? That's personal. You made it personal. You're out. I'm like, whoa. I went, are you serious? You can see me talking. I go, you serious, dude, for that? Oh, come on, dude. That's soft shit. And then that's when he freaked out. So I don't know what's going on there. Definitely affected the game. And that was a big play. And it's the playoffs. It's double elimination. And I was more embarrassed than anything. I'm like, oh no. Like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing? So then I walked away. And then the parents were arguing, dude, they make mistakes. It's all good. It's rec. It's all good. I get it. It's the playoffs, so there's a little more emotion. That means a little more. It's double elimination, so thank God this didn't ruin it for everybody. But so the parents are like, dude, it's safe. Like, you've been doing this all game. The vibe with the other coaches is my issue. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are they getting beers after this? Are they fucking jacking each other up? What's going on here? The vibe was way too friendly. The other coach came to him and was like, that was a right call. And I shook his hand. I'm like, well, in the middle of the game. Like, this is all weird. So I'm annoyed as shit. Tiger has a bad attitude because his dad got thrown out, which drives me nuts. And then he starts threatening the parents. One more word, and I'm calling the game. It's the 4th inning, bud, which he can't do. He's like threatening the parents. He told one parent, I'm not starting the game till you get out here. And it's a mom. She's like, what? So dude just on a power trip. Weird dude. All the baseball dads know. Weird dude. You know what I'm talking about. It's one of those guys on a power trip. So it's one of those weird things. So I just watched the game. We lost. We play again Wednesday. It's double elimination. It is what it is. I can't believe this is a thing. Whatever parent from whether it's the other team or our team or whoever cousin sent this to these outlets, you're a piece of shit, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? This isn't a thing. Talk to any dad whose kids played rec or travel ball, got through baseball. They manage or they coach a team. This happens all the time, man. This shouldn't be news. This isn't anything. And if your dad managed your team and didn't get thrown out, He don't give a fuck about you or the game. And it wasn't like I was in the ump's face arguing. No. I realize I'm bigger than 90% of the people out there. I already know these people are going to be on their heels. I'm the last person to get in his face, and he's a smaller dude, and out of shape. I realize I'm built like fucking Shaq next to this guy. So I already know he's on his heels, and when I come walking up, he's like, Jesus Christ. I already know that. So I'm like, whoa. I don't yell. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm trying to be cool, but it is what it is. The biggest thing is, them reporting this. Like, what the fuck you doing? It's a rec league, man.
So that video feed, not like you have to be
That's a closed feed.
Yeah, that's strange.
That's what bums me out. Tiger's not aware of any of this, nothing. And I don't like it. And I've said this, since T started playing baseball. I don't look at me next to those two guys. I look like fucking Ronnie Coleman. Jesus Christ. So I don't, I'm jacked right now, dude. I'm fucking jacked, baby. Dude, I don't care if T strikes out, if he walks kids, hits kids, effort, as long as effort's there. We're good. I don't need him being fucking Ohtani at 9. This is a long journey. It's all good as long as effort and his attitude is good. And I tell him the difference between the people that go on to play in high school and are outliers in college and the lucky ones that get to the pros through a lot of work, it's athletic ability he has. Check. We got that. He was born with that. You didn't earn that. You were born with that. Check. You're gonna be an outlier athletically and size wise. You did nothing to earn that. The difference is between the ears. The best guys I know are so mentally strong here, especially in baseball. It's between the ears. The best baseball players are the smartest guys on the field. They're the ones that can control their emotions. They make mistakes. They live to fight another day. They forget about it and move on. That's my sole factor of why I'm around Tiger, and it's my job as a dad. That's all I care about. So when his mental game is in the dumps and he has an attitude, then I get upset. Now Papa Bear comes out. Now we have an issue. It's strikes and home runs and fucking stealing. But I don't give a fuck, dude. This is about the journey. I don't care about any of that. When he starts pouting or he gets an attitude, dude, or he's arguing with the umps. Not that he argues, but he'll be like, "That's a strike." I'm like, buddy, it doesn't matter. But he's 9, dude. He's not gonna be fucking Kobe Bryant mama mentality at 9, So you got to give him a break. But yeah, that's when I'm like, ooh, dude. But yeah, if your dad's a little league coach and you get thrown out, he didn't give a fuck about you. It is what it is, And it's one of the umps always tells me, dude, you're my favorite because you never say anything. I'm like, yeah, it's wrecked. It's all good. You guys are trying your best. Barely get paid. I'm a volunteer coach. I get it. You're trying your best. But the playoffs and all game, dude, fucking the boys over. Like, buddy, we've won 7 in a row. Come on now. Come on, bud. So hopefully the kids rally and play good on Wednesday. Yeah, and I think Tiger's attitude, so maybe my emotion is a little high, so that's on me. I take accountability with that, but I never... I didn't degrade the guy or anything like that. Saying him a play's garbage, not personal, dude. Jesus Christ. But yeah, he had the power in that game, Just part of the game. Part of the game.
Shall we watch?
Nah, you don't need to.
All right, up to you.
People can see it. It's on my Instagram. Only reason I post is take the power away. I would never post any of this. The only reason I do it is once it makes news and it starts getting out there and trending shit, then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let you run with this story. Here's what's going on. This ump threw out 3 other managers before this. This is his 3rd game he's umping. He threw out 3 others. Those that aren't involved with sports, that's unheard of. Clearly the guy has an issue. Clearly it's a him problem, not me. I'll take accountability. I said the call was garbage, and I'm enormous. So he's like, Jesus Christ, you're out of here. I'm like, all right, dude. Now, did I want to pull a Happy Gilmore? I'm like, and I'll see you in the parking lot. Of course I did, dude. But no one gets anywhere with that. I would never. That's what they expect I'm going to do. I just go, okay. I went up and set up in the boxes and watched the game. Okay. All right, dude. That's what you want to do? Come on, boys. You know, but then T doesn't have his dad, and, you know, he thinks it's his fault, and so his attitude, you know, so it's not good. It's not good. You know, yeah, I'm probably high-strung right now, dealing with the move, and Cal not showing up this week, you know, firing a kid, you know, and building the studio, and shipping 1 million fucking cars out to Texas, and living at Airbnb, you know, and I got the Airbnb because we were supposed to leave, but Tigers team's in the playoffs, so if they go to the championship, I gotta stay longer. You know, I'm living out a fucking Airbnb. You know, you think that's cool, man? And then this ump's like, yeah, fuck it, you're out of here. I'm like, okay, dude. I'm the heart of the team. Ugh.
And I'll see you. In the
you in the parking lot. I beg to differ. Happy hit that. Not what.
No more than 2 hours.
No more than 2 hours ago. Oh my God. So, yeah.
How old was the ump, by the way? Do you know, like, roughly?
30s.
Oh, 30s?
Oh, yeah. Not a kid. Okay. 30s. Dungeons and Dragons vibe in the basement, you know. Alrighty. It is what it is. But you'll see these umps who are, most of them are super cool. My favorite ump's this older ump. He's been there like 35 years. Him and his son, they do it together. They're great. Most of them are awesome. 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 Love the game of baseball. They help tee out, you know, in the middle of the game. Like, man, if you would step like this and they help him, it's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, most of them are. This guy's like the only problem. He's had so many complaints against him. You think I'm going to file a complaint? No, man. All right. Okay. Okay. You know, I would never. Yeah, I was more embarrassed than anything. Like, oh, God. The fuck we doing, man? But yeah, the thing that bothers me most is some shitty person that sent that to the outlets. How that's even a story, I don't know. Strickland couldn't have said something wild and taken the fucking forefront there, you know? I was trying to take some shine away from Theo choking people in bars.
There it is.
I'm actually helping my friend out.
Yep.
There it is. Mm-hmm. Good friend. Hashtag good friend. Mm-hmm. Hashtag good friend. Yeah, but so they play Wednesday. And baseball dads know this. I didn't even say anything to T after the game. I showed him in the car. I'm like, what do you want to do? You hungry? He's like, yep. And I think he was ready for me to turn. I'm like, because they're not going to learn anything. Like, when that's going on, they're not going to soak it in. Then later that night, I went, buddy, why do you think I got thrown out and I can't go to your next game? I get suspended for the next game. I'm suspended for Wednesday's game now.
Wow.
And was trying to get me suspended for the rest of the playoffs. That's what I'm dealing with. But it's not happening. I think I can go to the game, I just can't coach.
So you can be in the stands.
I can be in the stands, I think. If not, I'll be in a disguise. You think I'm missing that game? You think I'm missing that game? I'll be in a full disguise. They're going to be like, dude, it's clearly you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm all, no, it's not. Who? I don't know. I'm just here to watch some good ball, man. For 9U? Yeah, dude. I love baseball. I'm here for the snack shack. There's a game? Yeah, so I can't go to the next game.
It's going to be a little tough for you to just be in there where no one notices. But, I mean, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, T's cool, you know? He's cool. He's out. Also, he's dealing with a lot, you know? He's dealing with a lot. With the move, all this shit. So, missing, you know, he's going to say goodbye to his friends. So, he's dealing with a lot. So, you got to take that in consideration. But, yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. I'm doing fine. You ever seen that meme where it's like, I'm fine, and the whole thing's on fire behind him? That's me right now. Let's get into some fights. Not a lot going on, man. Not a lot going on. Dude, my boy Gilbert Burns. Hey, UFC, can you throw him a bone? Do you have to throw him fucking 5 savages in a row? And when we say gatekeeper, he's like the gatekeeper to get a title shot. He's the gatekeeper to like the top 4. They're like, you beat, you had a great fight against Hamzat. Very cool. So he kind of exposed Hamzat and his cardio. Although Hamzat just had a bad game plan, but Hamzat was supposed to destroy him. So he put up a good fight against Hamzat. They're like, thanks, man. Your reward's Neil Magny. He beat him, submission. And then they give him Jorge, beat him, unanimous decision. And they're like, oh, damn, he's cooking. Here's Bilal Muhammad, former champion. Here's JDM, current champion. Here's Sean Brady, going to be champion. And then here's the biggest prospect in the division, enormous for welterweight, Michael Morales. God, dog. Like, he's just older, man. He's lost a step. Or just give him a fucking break. There's also that. That Michael Morales is huge, man. Different kind of cat. I assume he'll be ranked in the top 6 after this. Ranks come out tomorrow.
Yeah, Tuesdays.
Yeah, Michael Morales is a problem nobody's talking about. That cat's different, too. The red hair. If you go to his Instagram, chin, he's just a different bird. A different bird. Different bird. Huge for the division, too. Different bird.
Red hair.
Red hair. Keep going down. Mm-hmm. And he's from, like, Tijuana or some shit. But keep going down. You'll see... like paint his nails and shit.
Does he? He has 450,000 followers, which is pretty crazy.
I'm sure he's a big deal where he's from, man. He's a fucking savage.
Brazilian? No.
Red hair's a new thing. Is he? What is he?
We'll check in a sec. But what do you?
Is he Ecuadorian? If he's just a different bird.
Okay. There's a lot of Yoel Romero stuff in here.
Yeah, assume he's gonna be ranked pretty high now. He's fucking huge for the division, man.
Keep going.
No, I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, let's see what he is.
So I think is he Ecuadorian but fights out of Tijuana?
Oh yeah, Ecuador.
Yeah.
He's Ecuadorian.
Same as Cheeto, yeah?
Yep.
He's only 25 years old. Born in 1999. 5.5 Tijuana. There you go.
6 feet, 170.
Yeah, he's a fucking problem. Yeah, he's going to be a problem. See what they do with him. He's beat some good fucking guys, too. Yeah, hey, he's up on my boy Gilbert, man. Jesus Christ. Let's take a little break, kids, because when we were young, we used to dream of being anything. An astronaut, the president, a prince, princess, for those of you that want to be that, all right? But as you get older, your dreams change. Focus on less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something real. Being an entrepreneur, slanging your own stuff. Instead of dreaming of going to space or owning your own castle, maybe start dreaming of owning your own business. You'll need a website, payment system, a logo, a way to advertise new customers. It can all be overwhelming and confusing, but thankfully, that's where today's sponsor, Shopify, comes in. Cha-ching! Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. from household names like Mattel, Gymshark, Drive Fast, All Gas. These are the brands, and I'm just getting started. What if I can't design a website? Shopify got you from the get-go with beautiful ready-to-go templates to match your brand style. And what if you get stuck? Shopify is always around to share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer support. Turn those dreams into cha-chings and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. Shopify.com/Schaub, all lowercase. Cha-ching. Let's get back to the program. They're going to update the rankings. I'm pretty sure you're going to get Ian Garry and Sean Brady announced.
Huh?
Yeah. Pretty sure. Let me see. I got a buddy who's in the known. He might have been caught with some AI. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're targeting Ian Garry, Sean Brady, according to my sources, at UFC 319. And that's a mother trucking fight. Two of the top contenders going at it. Great fight. Winner of that has to get a title shot. Welterweight, probably the best division right now.
I was just thinking that.
Man, it's tasty. It's so fucking tasty. Because you got another big one with... So obviously JDM's going to fight Islam. Sean Brady's 2. He fights Ian Garry. I would do Shavkat versus Bilal. And then you got Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. So that's all the top 7 are going to be active. They got the older cats out there. Then Michael Morales, toss him in there somewhere. I would go Morales, Leon Edwards. But you go Bilal, Shavkat, because they were supposed to fight. You go Sean Brady, Ian Garry. You got 2 young lions. It's not going to derail one of their careers, whoever loses, but then they'll fight for the title, the winner of that. You got Shavkat, Bilal. And then you got Kamaru fighting Buckley. Oof, it's going to get tasty. And then you got Leon and Morales. And then you got a bunch of older cats below that. But it is popping, isn't it? It's a good time to be a welterweight, or terrible time if you're like in the top 9. But yeah, it's tasty. What else you got, Jen?
Yeah, I guess that's it for that card, huh?
Yeah, the UFC's chilling right now because they're starting to leak some fights, the TV deals. It's going to start popping. Don't worry. Sucks there's nothing this weekend.
I mean, I couldn't find anything unless there's like some random, like, weird combat sports thing. But also, we were talking earlier, there was supposed to be Paul Craig versus Rodolfo on this card, but 30 minutes prior, Rodolfo, they found out he had herpes, so he had to canceled the fight.
Yeah, I think most people are thinking of herpes on your wiener, but people get herpes on their lip,
yeah.
like those lip sores. So you might have had one there. It could be on your chin, could be on your forehead. Guys get it when they're wrestling, on their forehead and shit like that. It must have been bad if like, hey, dog, you can't fight.
Yeah.
Like, what?
When you hear herpes,
I'm like, can you
think,
just say it's staph or?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, man, I'm single. Do you mind just saying staph for me?
Mm-hmm.
UFC's like, say less. It's herpes. He's like, what the? Yeah, that card could have used that.
Yeah, that would have been a cool fight. So also, this kind of went under the radar too.
I already knew Darren Till was going to win. The guy's wearing a mask.
Okay, so Darren Till.
As soon as you show me the weighing picks, I'm like, Darren Till's going to knock him out. Mm-hmm. You're getting in a boxing match with Darren Till, and you're worried about COVID? Okay. Enjoy this. Darren Till by KO. I'll put $1 million on it. Yeah, first round knockout. Yeah.
No. So the first, there was a knockdown on the first round, and I'll just show you that real quick.
Till's.
That's how it started, which is great. And
I don't know why they don't do Jake Paul Till. Jake Paul Till.
Oh, Jake Paul. I mean, he's definitely calling out Jake Paul. He's been calling out, but I don't know.
Darren Till's quietly coming back. And fucking dude's up.
This is how he finished. So this is his opponent is Darren Stewart, who used to fight. He actually fought in the UFC before, like a while ago. But this is how he finished him. They're like literally at the bell.
Oof. Yeah, Till looks good too.
Yep. He's on a 2-fight.
I like Till, man.
Winning streak.
Yeah, I'd love to see him versus Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Much rather see that than Julio Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. But then the boxing crowd, like, oh, it's not a real boxer.
Okay. All right. So, did we talk about this on Schaub Show? I know we discussed it a little bit on Fire and the Kid. But anyways, Magomed Ankalaev said he was offered a fight versus Alex Pereira at UFC 317. But apparently, Pereira turned it down. And there's a whole thing where people were saying, like, did Pereira's Instagram, or not Instagram, his Twitter or whatever get hacked and he put that message out? Yeah, so obviously, most people don't believe it was actually hacked.
It was him. But and then he probably was like, oh, shit. His team was like, dude, what are you doing, man? I'm trying to negotiate.
So our boy Josh Thompson weighed in on this as well.
He reacted. All right, I've had conversations with a lot of fighters and fighters managers. Dude, everybody's dispensable. No one's safe these days. Conor McGregor's not safe. Alex not safe. Doesn't matter who you are. These are facts. But this sport's always been like that. Sport is now officially bigger than any athlete. If you're a fighter, you do not have anywhere else that will make you the same amount of money. With PFL going away, GFL, all this shit, there's nowhere else to go. So either start minding your P's and Q's, start taking all the fights they offer you. They're not going to be putting up with your guys' shit much. You have nowhere else to go. Take it or leave it.
You've mentioned this stuff already before, but yeah.
It's always been like that. It's always been like that.
Yeah. So, same thing. Jiri Prochazka was also offered a fight at UFC 317, and his manager or his coach said that he has, he's university exams that he wants to finish first, and then he will.
Good for him. So is Magomedov just not going to fight, or it's UFC being like, all right, fuck both y'all. We're going to give it to somebody else that probably doesn't deserve it.
Who is he supposed to fight?
I wonder why Alex turned down. Maybe he just wants a break. He's like, but I've been in nonstop camp.
I mean, let me
heal my injuries.
Yeah, that's kind of what he was saying. Like, he's been there for every single time that UFC needed him, and then suddenly when he wants to turn this one down.
Yeah. That's
so who knows if he's like injured or whatever. I don't know.
He might just be like, dude, I just need time to recover. Like, one of the reasons I lost the fight is I wasn't 100%. I can't lose twice because then it really fucks me. He's like, let me heal these injuries. The UFC's all, how dare you? He's like, don't you remember in 2024 I kind of saved your entire business? They'll shut your mouth.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if you care about this, but this is what I looked into as far as what he's going to school for.
Security and strategy studies.
Yeah, security and strategic studies, and then it's at Maastricht University, Czech Republic. Final stages of the studies with exams scheduled for June, which is coming up right around the corner.
Maybe he can't postpone those, but
But that's awesome that he's actually going for a degree. It's pretty dope, especially since he's an established, superstar in mixed martial arts.
Focuses on understanding, analyzing both historical and current strategies related to conflict, peace, and security.
And military stuff, too. There it is. Intelligence and military power and construction of not. So, I mean, he's like the perfect spokesperson. He's a big figure, so. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to look out for your future, I guess. I don't think he has a ton left either, so it's pretty smart. Okay.
And so this one, take it with a grain of salt. But so since Magomed Ankalaev is looking for an opponent, Jalton Almeida, who is a smaller heavyweight, chimed in, said he would actually want to fight him.
205?
Because he's 235, 236 at heavyweight.
Yeah, he's a small heavyweight, but so skilled on the ground.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm actually down with this one because he's actually a really great fighter, but I don't know if it's that huge of a card.
That'd be a fun fight.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. And then I looked at so typically weighs in around 235.
Has he ever? I mean, that's kind of what I would like. I was between 233, 234.
And you said it was like tough to actually get down to 205.
And he's leaner than I am, so I don't know what that would do to his.
Let's see.
But he's in a tough spot too because he can beat all the guys 5 and under, but when he gets to the upper echelon guys, because his striking's so bad, he's kind of fucked. He'll never be champ at heavyweight ever.
So it looks like he started at welterweight, went to middleweight,
middleweight, went to heavyweight. Yeah, I think he's gone as far as he can in the heavyweight division. I think he's gone as far as he can with his limited striking ability.
But yeah, I'd be down to watch that fight.
Hell yeah!
And I think he could actually make the weight.
It's easier than ever to find personal information about people online. All right, people are sharing when you get thrown out of baseball games these days on social media. Having your address, phone number, family members' names hanging out on the internet can have real consequences in the real world. Makes everybody a target. All right, More and more people online are worried about this stuff because there's some real scumbags out there. That's why I use DeleteMe. That's right. You can protect your personal privacy or the privacy of your business from doxing attacks before sensitive information can even get out there. Take control of your data. Keep your private life private by signing up for DeleteMe. That's what we use. Now you get a special discount for the viewers and listeners. Today you get 20% off your DeleteMe plan by texting Brendan, BRENDAN, to 64,000. That's 64000. The only way to get 20% off is to text Brendan, BRENDAN, not to be confused with Brandon Starbucks. All right, that's 64,000. That's Brendan to 64,000. Message and data rates apply. DeleteMe.
All right, this is going to be, from this point on, it's going to be
slow week,
whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Give me some GPAs, Doug.
So, we already talked about this. Jon Jones and Nate Diaz are doing a reality show for a Russian equivalent to the Ultimate Fighter. And they're in Thailand right now, apparently. So, if you can see right here.
In a Russian reality show, someone tried to sneak up on Nate and choke him, but it didn't work. In response, Nate slapped him. Now they're looking for Nate Diaz in Thailand, can't find him.
So it's Jon Jones's team, right? So this is them looking for him. Let me refresh.
It's a reality show too, though. Yeah.
I know, so that's what I'm saying. Take it with a grain of salt. So anyway, they're looking for him to get revenge, and then this is the guy, if you remember, on the motorcycle with Jon Jones.
Oh, where he's holding his hair?
Yes.
Jon just living his best life.
Yeah, he's living his best life.
Yeah, it's a reality show.
And this also related to Jon Jones. This popped up. Jon Jones even posted this on his Instagram. It's him with that Hasbulla kid or guy.
And does Jon think he's a kid too?
I don't know. That's the thing. But here we go. There's music, so I can't really. But that's him playing with him. And it looks like he seems like he's a little kid.
And is he like 40?
And people are giving him so much crap about this too, because they, like, a lot of fans believe that he didn't realize that Hasbulla's, 22.
It looks like he's having fun though.
It's like me and you when we go to lunch.
Yeah. I do that to Casey at Air
You
One.
pick him up?
Yeah.
I like to see what's up there.
Yeah, Hasbulla probably hates that.
I know, it's so demanding.
Dude, I'm 40. Can you not swing me around like I'm an infant?
Yeah.
Fans destroyed Jon Jones for swinging Hasbulla around.
I mean,
that's what he does.
It is what it is. This is very recent. This morning, was it? May 19th? Yeah.
So this guy
morning.
goes, yes, otherwise you'd have to vacate the belt a long time ago because you don't plan to fight Tom. And Jon says, y'all barking up the wrong tree. I told UFC my plans a long time ago. I have no clue why they haven't shared them with you guys yet. Yeah, I don't think Tom, I've always stood by this stance when it comes to Jon. He's the greatest of all time. He doesn't need the Tom Aspinall fight to cement his legacy. He's still the GOAT. This is why Tom's fucked. Tom needs him. Tom's too nice. Tom needs to move on. Jon's like, I'll fight him, but I have all this other shit I want to do. Yeah, he's good. Could he beat me? Maybe. Odds are no. I'll get to it when I can. Like, if this is my last fight, I'll get to it when it works for me. I told the UFC. I'm not ducking him, but I told him I'm going to shoot this show in Russia or where the fuck they're doing in Thailand.
Russia, yeah.
And then, the end of the year, Madison Square Garden, if they want to make that happen and pay me the money, I'll do it. If not, all good. Tom's like, you're ducking me. He's like, okay.
So a lot of people in MMA media are saying, now they're saying, like, you really are ducking Tom. And here's the reason they're saying it, though. They're saying, like, because he's holding on and not fighting him, you're taking away Tom's, like, his dreams and his opportunities to be a champ, because he can't do anything about it until he releases
You guys assume Jon gives a flying fuck about Tom. No, the UFC's not going to strip Jon. They're not going to do anything. So Jon's like, yeah, I'm just going to live my life, and when I'm ready to fight him, I'll fight him. If Tom wants to fight somebody else, do his thing. Yeah, but what about Tom? He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. You're ducking him. Okay. I told the UFC I'll fight him at the end of the year. I don't know why they're not sharing with you guys. I'm not ducking them. I'm just doing this shit right now. Tom needs this. I don't. But what about Tom? John's like, what about him? I've been here for 20 years. Who gives a fuck? Another dude. That's the problem. Like, it just fucks the division. Oh, what about the division? John's like, what about it? It's not his job to cultivate the heavyweight division. That's not what he gets paid for. UFC's not going to strip him. He's the greatest of all time. He's going to do whatever the fuck he wants. Shooting a reality show in fucking Thailand. Holding a dude's hair on the back of a moped. And Tom last week was like, today, final straw. It's getting Chandler Connor vibes.
Oh, that sucks.
Final straw, sir. If you don't decide today, I'm going to fight Cyril Gane. John's like, cool. Do that. All right, man. But if you don't commit, yeah. Again, I'm in Thailand with lady boys. Do your thing, dude. You're ducking me. Okay. Anything else? Tom's like, dude, you better sign it. He's like, no, I told the UFC not till the end of the year. That's not going to change. Because after this, I'm going to shoot guns in Albuquerque. You know, like he's done, dude. One more fight. I'll get to it when I get to it. And if the internet thinks they're going to bully Jon Jones and fighting Tom, but what about Tom? John's like, what about him, dude? You guys think I have a conscience that I give a flying fuck about another human being? No, sir. That's what it is. He's not ducking him. He just literally, it's on his terms.
Doesn't give a fuck.
It's on his, he does not give a fuck. Yeah. It's on his terms. And here's the thing, y'all. Let's say they made this fight in July and they fight and Jon beats him. Then what? Then what do you make of the division? Then what? Then Jon retires? Then Tom fights Cyril Gane for the vacant belt? Does that sound awesome to you? And then let's say Tom wins that. And Tom's your heavyweight champ. Then what, y'all? Then what do we do? I'd love to hear it. Then what? Well, then he can defend his title. Against who? Curtis Blades for the third time? Rosenstruck? Who would you like to see him fight? Either way, this thing is a sad story. The heavyweight division is in turmoil. It's a disaster. If the heavyweight division was like the welterweight division, they would strip Jon. But it's not. There's nobody to fight. So Jon's going to hold on to that belt for as long as he wants. Yeah, but Volkov's doing the damn thing. Cool. No one's buying his pay-per-views. Oh, and Aspinall's already fought him. Yeah? What about Pavlovich? He knocked him out. Curtis Blades, they fought twice. He already beat him. Almeida, he can't strike. It's a terrible matchup. Spivak, again, we're trying to make money. Help me out here. Tiberia, okay. Derek Lewis, okay. Taito Avasa, okay. Look at the fuck. Look at those rankings. Once you get past fucking 5, it's like, the fuck? How have we gotten here? No all the big guys around the world just trying to play other sports? What's going on here? UFC dropped the ball, man. There's no scouting system. There's nothing. The only thing they could do to breathe some life back in the heavyweight division is talk Francis Ngannou, because PFL's fucking hanging on by a thread, man. So I assume once they go under in the next 6 months, you would do Tom versus Francis for the vacant belt. If Jon beats Tom and retires, that would be fun. Then what? Then back to my question. Then what? What do we do? There's nothing there. That's why the UFC's in a tough spot. Tom's in a tough spot. And Jon's living his life. He's not ducking anybody.
What if Jon beats Tom, and then they're like, bum, 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 here's Francis versus Jon.
Sure.
That's like 2 years worth of stuff right there.
Yeah. That's 2 years, and you get 2 fights.
Shit.
Yep. Because he's going to fight Tom, hang on, go back to Thailand, do his thing, ride on mopeds, I'll fight him at the end of the year, and then the whole division is just waiting. There's no contenders. And Jon knows this. Trust me, if it was like the welterweight, the UFC would be like, get the fuck out of here. We got fights to make, man. But they have nothing to make. They don't have a single star at heavyweight. Tom's barely a star. He's your biggest star at heavyweight outside Jon Jones. Outside that, it's a fucking shit show. And that's why Jon can just mosey around and jump on mopeds and do his thing, because they can't force his hand. They need him for the first time. They're like, yeah, wait, strip him and do what? Cyril Gane versus Tom? Let's say Cyril Gane in some weird fucking world pulled that off. Okay. You got a guy that got absolutely fucking dog walked. He's a one-stripe white belt in jiu-jitsu that Jon pulled off the amateur fucking guillotine against the cage against. That's your champ? Jon has him by the balls. He's not ducking. He just doesn't have to do anything because the division's a complete shit show. That's what it is. They can't force his hand. They have no other options. And your options are Tom, Jon, and then in some weird other world that's probably going to happen, PFL's slowly going under. Francis is relieved of his duties over at PFL, and you sign him. Okay, we got 3 fights, because then we can mix and match those 3. That's it. That's the state of the division. What else you got?
Well, question on that. So since, let's say Jon waits even longer, as a fighter, you should be kind of active, right? To make sure all your tools are still good to go and all that stuff, right? So is it better for Jon to do the fight the end of this year or wait till 2026?
To fight Tom?
Yeah.
If I'm Jon, I'd do it at the end of this year. You don't want to be out too long.
Yeah.
I would do the end of this year. But again, where he's at, he's not going to be a guy that fights like Alex Pierre or Izzy when they're super active as champs, like fights, takes another fight. Like Jon's going to fight this year and then wait 6 to 8 months, make an announcement, fight another 10 to 12 months. Like he has one fight we know for sure, probably max 2.
Yeah. So we would
doesn't have to do anything.
Of course he didn't.
They can't force his hand. There's no other contenders. There's no other options. There's no one coming up the rankings. There's no prospects. There's nothing. So UFC's kind of, Jon got to buy the balls. You need to fight here. Nah, I'm good. Tell Tom I'll fight him in December. Tell Tom I'll fight him in November. Then Tom's waiting around in his prime. Yeah. It sucks for Tom. I get it. I feel for Tom, but there's nothing he can do. This episode of The Schaub Show is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You choose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on research, can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates, not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy. Progressive. What's this, Jen? Jake Paul in talks with Usyk for 2026 MMA fight.
Which sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, obviously. Sounds like a bad idea.
But apparently even Usyk's team has been wanting to do this before. So this is from March 24th. Usyk's team eyes Jake Paul in an MMA fight. So apparently... What?
Adding fuel to the MMA speculation. Paul's business partner
Nikisa
revealed that they've been in discussion with Usyk's camp. Usyk's being the current undisputed heavyweight champion boxing about a potential MMA bout. Wow, that'd be wild.
There you go here.
Usyk has called Jake out multiple times in MMA. They've been in touch with us behind the scenes. That's a fight they want in 2026. Confirm that PFL is absolutely in the conversation. Oh, PFL won't be around in 2026.
But it's wild that this is even like... And Usyk's team is the one that wants this too.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure I believe all of it. That'd be a wild fight for Jake.
In MMA too. It doesn't make it. Yeah, I don't know what.
The whole thing's like, what? Wait, what?
And then we'll move on to this. So
Logan Paul won't fight Jake Paul unless it's MMA. Reveals why he failed at booking his. They won't fight. I thought the whole thing was they're gonna end the whole kind of vibe with fighting each other.
Yeah,
so that was the plan. That's what Logan told me on Food Truck Diaries many years ago.
Yes, but also Logan realizes, he even said it straight up. He goes, Jake will beat me in boxing. He's too far gone in boxing. That's why he said like he'll do it in MMA.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll watch them scuffle though in MMA.
Yeah, and obviously they're looking for a ton of money.
He said, not unless it's MMA. He definitely win in boxing at this point. He's got a heavy hand. We'd need an insane amount of money.
Alrighty. Would you prefer them in boxing or MMA?
I guess MMA. Be more entertaining.
It'd be interesting because we have no idea what will happen.
Boxing and MMA, just seeing those two fight would be cool.
Brothers, yeah.
Definitely. Fucking Logan's a beast too, though, man. Saw him beat up my buddy fucking Bradley Martin. He's a savage, man.
Wow. Okay. Holly Holm recently left the UFC, and now she's signed with Jake Paul's thing, MVP for boxing.
Good for her. Get that money, girl.
Yeah, and Oscar De La Hoya, what this article says, Oscar De La Hoya is pretty much saying that Jake Paul has done huge things for female boxing.
More so than anybody else, yeah. And they're saying her biggest payday will be with Jake Paul and MVP.
Mm-hmm. Her next fight there.
Good for her. Even more than her fight with Ronda, biggest gate ever.
They say these things, so who knows?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, so they're also saying they would want obviously Ronda to box with Holly Holm like a rematch in boxing.
That's never happening.
Yeah.
Why would Ronda do that?
Yeah, she's good to go, right?
Yeah. Hey, Ronda, we know you lost. Listen, Holly's a former world champion boxer, and your advantage is in MMA, and you lost in that. Now go with her strengths and fight her in boxing, even though you haven't fought in forever. It's just recipe for disaster.
Yeah. So
I'm glad Holly's getting paid though, regardless.
Mm-hmm. And she'll be fighting on the undercard of Jake Paul's Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. All right. Like I said, things are going to go a little bit downhill from here. But Paige Van Zandt is apparently going to make history because she's going to be participating in the first ever female title fight for Slap Fight.
Hell yeah, historic. It makes sense though too. For Slap Fight.
Power Slap, sorry.
Man, has that fizzled out, right? But man, you never hear about it anymore. Yeah, I knew it was a fad. But Paige, attractive girl, UFC background, being your first champ in Power Slap. Yeah, she brings the views. Yeah, you're fucking right. She's fighting for the title. It all makes sense.
There you go.
Be great if she wins it too.
This I thought was really interesting. This is MMA Mania did a compilation of a list of what Khamzat Chimaev, his injuries and pullouts, like a timeline of it. And here we go.
Wait, they're saying he's already pulling out of UFC?
No. They're just giving this example because obviously we don't want him to pull out from his next fight with DDP. So
this is a timeline. DDP in that fight, by the way.
Starts at November.
So November, COVID-19 complications. December, a month later, COVID complications.
Same one, yeah.
February, lingering COVID-19. Okay, annoying. March 2021, struggling to recover from COVID. Okay.
And he said he's going to retire, remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember those days. Then he missed weight by nearly 8 pounds in 2022. Okay, then 2 years later, he got sick again.
With an unknown illness, yeah. So that's what it's. That's his timeline for now. And knock on wood.
I mean, you take away the COVID stuff, take away COVID, give him the hall pass for the whole COVID bullshit, and then all right. So really, he's missed weight, and then he got sick. Okay, it's not that bad.
Okay,
it's not like he's some guy who just doesn't show up. It's like get rid of the lingering COVID shit. He missed weight one time by 8 pounds. That's an issue. It's a big no-no. And then they gave him poor Kevin Holland. He just got destroyed. And then he got sick one time. Okay.
Well, I mean, the sickness had him pull out 3 times, though. That's the problem.
Yeah. But let's assume that those days are over.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, it's not really an issue anymore. I'm not too worried about it. He'll show up.
Plus, it's 185, so yeah.
Yes.
Should be good. All right. This one, let's just do this real quick. This is not a huge deal, but Ilya Tapuris says that if Makhachev wants to come back to 155, he has to wait in line for all the people that are ahead of.
What? Levia, it doesn't work like that. If Islam decides to come back, you're fighting him for the title. That's just
especially if you
dim
won.
the rules.
Yeah.
The only way they're going to fight at lightweight is if Islam were to lose against JDM. Then he's like, all right, I'm going back down to 55, and it's automatically for the title.
Even if he loses, you'll get the title.
100%. 110%. Let's take our last little break here, and then we'll jump right back into the episode because you're going to have some drinks. You're going to be stressed about it. Your son's rec ball team. You're going to get thrown out of the game. You want to have some beers. You need to recover. You need to sober up in 30 minutes or less. Cool. Get you a 4-pack of Sure Shot, the world's first alcohol detoxifier that reduces blood alcohol content as little as 30 minutes. This is a real deal, Holyfield. You can get a sharper mind and body, liver support, well-being boost, gut support, hydration. There's so many pros if you're going to drink that you need to get a Sure Shot. Just go to SureShot.com, use the code Brendan, get 10% off, or to your local Bevmo, pick up a 4-pack for you and the baseball dads, UFC Fight Night, you got NBA playoffs, whatever's going on. If you're going to drink, get a Sure Shot. SureShot.com. Enjoy.
Okay. Patchy Mix, he's a big deal.
Huge. He's a savage.
Yeah, and Bellator, he's a killer. So he got signed to the UFC.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's going to make some waves in that division. He's a fucking savage if you're not familiar with Patchy Mick.
Yeah.
Monster.
Dude, unanimous decision over Kyoji, which is huge.
Did they give him an opponent yet?
Yes. Here we go. Mario Bautista, who just beat Aldo, but it's kind of there's controversial.
Yeah,
I mean, some people think Aldo won.
That's a good. That's a good fight. Mm-hmm. That's not a gimme fight for him at all. That's a good fight.
Yeah,
UFC always gives those guys tough fights when they first come, as they should. He's right there.
Yeah. And speaking of Jose Aldo, remember he was kind of vague on his retirement. He said for sure now that he's 100% retired. Not even, from MMA and any kind of combat sports, even boxing.
Good.
Yeah.
That's how you know he's doing well. Hopefully the UFC gives him that video package. Jesus Christ, man. Do something.
Yeah. Oh, Little Nog had a boxing thing. I think, was this for Misfits as well? I forget. No, it's not. So anyway, he did a boxing thing against an influencer who was a bodybuilder. And then I'll show you the results here.
Them Nog brothers can box. Oh, the influencer can't fight. Yeah, but you're going against Little Nog. I'm pretty sure Little Nog was on the national team in Brazil for boxing too. Oh my God. Yeah, that's exactly how that should go.
I think Little Nog won a medal in some sort of.
Yeah, he's a monster, dude.
This also happened. Chris Cyborg boxed someone.
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
So that girl's obviously knocked out on her feet.
Yeah, she's like zombie walking. The ump's like, let's just stop this.
Gilbert Melendez.
Yeah, Cyborg's gonna be a handful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she wanted to fight Clarissa Shields and he saw him box? Like, holy shit, Clarissa lit her up.
Oh yeah, I would like to get both of your guys' take on this.
Was this a dive? Fighter goes to sleep after controversial 6-second knockout punch.
Let's see what you guys
It is.
think.
Look at his face. Look at him.
Burak is a heavy striker. Finish. KO. Flash KO. Wow. You know a KO is fast. He's out. I didn't even have a chance to put my headphones on. Guys, he is out. Wait a moment. That's a bad KO. I think that's 6 seconds.
They give us a replay? Yeah, here we go.
The opponent, he's now.
Oh. Oh yeah, yeah. That's an inside job. I could tell by his face.
Even before they saw the fight.
He didn't get touched. And then when he hit him, he like covered his head on the back.
When he was supposed to be
yeah,
out.
he was supposed to be out. He covers his head. Look at his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the scam artist. Look at him. He's all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was. I mean, was that in Austria? Yeah.
Holy moly. I'm hesitant to show you this because you're gonna make fun of me or talk smack. But anyway, Zhang Weili, she's doing a movie, or she did a movie.
Hell yeah.
And then I don't know what's going on here. Why? So
it's like a dramatic movie.
So we're not going to understand any of the language, and there's music. So I'm just going to show you the video. Just look at her expressions and mannerisms. See what you think as far as like an actress.
Looks like Simple Jack.
Right? So I'm wondering if it's going to be her being some sort of like,
I mean, it's the same outfit, same haircut.
Same haircut, and she has the helmet. Oh, wow.
Crying there, doing that.
You make me happy. You're fucked up, Case.
Look up Simple Jack. It's the
same outfit, same haircut, and she has a helmet on. Man, shout out to her though. That's a tough first role to play a mentally challenged person.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, overall,
it's the same outfit, same haircut. you make me happy. Remember? Zhang Weili as Simple Wang.
Oh my gosh. Yep. And there you go.
Yeah, it's identical. She's old.
But that's cool. Spreading out.
No, good for her. That's a big time role.
And I didn't find
like
any
that,
combat sports fights this.
Yeah, UFC, because the summer's cooking, dude. They're going to cook in the summer. That's it. Mm-hmm. Is that it, kids?
That's it.
All right, kids. You got Drive Fast, All Gas. If you haven't checked out yet on Autotopia YouTube, the episode released now, my custom Humvee. It's a 1989 Humvee, military Humvee that we swapped in a Power Stroke 6.0, fully built. It's my favorite vehicle. That's up there now. My boy Zach doing donuts in his freaking wilding chopping Z06. Then also Drive Fast, All Gas. Right now, the giveaway for the 2024 TRX Final Edition. This thing's loaded with over $50,000 in mods. Whoever wins gets $10,000 cash as well. We got new merch. We got some dope Diesel Dad merch dropping soon. Memorial Day, we're doing a big thing as well. So go on there. A bunch of new merch is on there. Go to drivefastallgas.com. Any merch you buy automatically enters you to win. So get you some right now. Drivefastallgas.com. Good luck, kids. I think that's it. Love you guys. To all the baseball dads out there, see you on the field. Don't argue with the umps. I'm out.